live yesterday and today at work. It normally doesn't happen. Normally we have other drivers to do deliveries and whatnot. But I wanted to get on this live just for a few minutes, just while I'm driving. If you get on this chat, if you happen to see this chat, you can go ahead and say hello. Just let me know that you're watching. I have been getting a lot of feedback from some people that are really against this whole legal immigrants. Like Americans, we love immigrants, but they have to be legal. I'm gonna wait to see if one of you guys get on at least, and see if I can get a comment back. I want to be able to speak my mind with you. Let me know if you have any questions, or do you agree that we are supposed to allow illegal immigrants in this country, or should we just keep supporting legal migration? You guys obviously know my answer. Any person, for national security purposes and for the best interest of the United States and its people, we need to make sure that we have laws. This is a country, a republic constitutional country, that has to have laws to maintain order, security, and to be prosperous, to be honest. So I'm not going to be able to look at my phone too much because I am driving, but we're going to do this as safe as possible. I find it interesting that people just keep not understanding the issue. I really don't know how else to say it or how else to put it. But we are, in the end, if we are patriots of this country, it is our responsibility to stand up for what's right for our country. Hey Omar, what's going on, brother? Good morning. I know this is like a rare chance of me going live early morning. I think when I have more time, I'll probably do one live in the morning and one in the afternoon. But I've been getting a lot of feedback from people that every time that I say, you know, stand up for the United States, love your country, you know, respect the laws, people get upset, and they think, I don't know why, but they think that we just don't like immigrants, and that's not true. We love immigrants. What we ask when they come to this country, that they come here legally. I don't think there's anything wrong with us wanting that. Every country wants that. You know, I've said it last night, I believe, and I said that, you know, if somebody comes to this country, okay, if you want to be a tourist, number one, you're going to respect our laws, you're going to respect the American people, and you're going to have fun, you know, spend some money here, enjoy yourself. And then the only thing we ask is, like, if you're here touristing, right, you're just a tourist, the law says that you're not supposed to work. And so if you work, it is an illegal thing. You're breaking the law and then the rules of your tourist visa, which can be, you know, revoked. And then you can lose that privilege of visiting the United States. And then you have working visas. And then you have people that acquire a green card. Well, when you acquire a green card, it's because you have been vetted, you have been respecting the laws, you haven't been, you don't have any felonies. They do a background check before they qualify you. You got fingerprints in the system. There is a whole background history about you, and you know that's the right thing to do, and it's the way to do it. But people still get upset when people that have a green card, they lose the privilege of having that green card because they chose to associate themselves with a terrorist group, or they're just really out there trying to cause chaos and havoc for our country. Well, even if you're a citizen, like, right, I'm a naturalized citizen, which means that, of course, I am now taken as an American. Thank you for the love, I appreciate it. But there is a 10-year period to where if I commit any of those things that I mentioned previously, I can still lose my citizenship because it's a privilege. Now, after 10 years, of course, it's like I'm completely, the adoption process is complete. And now I'm, completely an American. And right now, a lot of you American patriots have welcomed me, have given me love, have told me that I am American, and I appreciate that. But I want to make something abundantly clear, and I think that most patriots realize this and agree. We love migrants. We really do. This country needs people from all over the world. Why? Because all over the world we find different skill sets. We have different mentalities. We need people that can be rocket scientists. We need people that can be great engineers. We need laborers. We need construction workers. We need architects. And of course, we have that here in the United States. But let's think about it. We have a big country. It's only about 342 million people. Of course, we want to have more people on here, but you have to get quality people so that when they become citizens, they will be great patriots and they will also love and fight for this country. I've known of a lot of my Latino people that have come to this country, and their mentality is, I am going to the United States, but I have pride. I will. Hey, Jewel, how are you? Good morning. God bless you. Yes, Benito, you're right. Quality people, not basura, not garbage. And that's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of Hispanics that come here and they say, you know what? I come with a working ethic of I'm a hard worker. I respect the law. The United States is a country where I can be prosperous. I can live the American dream. And those kind of people are the people that come here legally. They respect the law. They love the people. I've seen them. I tell you, sometimes it brings tears to my eye because, my Hispanic people love this country, and that's a beautiful thing to see. And those are the quality people that you want as citizens. You want the madre that disciplines the kids and be like, hey, respect the country where you're at. Be respectful to the people. Don't curse at them. Be nice. And this is the quality people that I'm talking about. Guys, I won't be able to read your comments because I am driving, okay? So we'll keep it safe. Unless I stop, like right now. Let's see. Thank you, Benito, for your comments. I appreciate you. Much love. I admire your honesty and knowledge of our country. Jewel, it's common sense. A lot of people from any country, it doesn't have to be Hispanics, a lot of people from every country that have good working ethics, that respect the law, that are, that know how to take care of themselves, when they come to this country, it's because they made a decision that this is a country that's going to provide for them. And they know the sacrifices that they will probably have to make being in this country, but they have made the choice, knowing that they have good work ethics, that they're responsible, they're law-abiding, that it doesn't matter what sacrifice they have to make. They love this country, and they will be great patriots if the opportunity comes. I've seen a lot of Asian women. I've seen a lot of black, actual African women that have come to this country with the mentality of, I am going to do the best that I can for this country, and nobody talks bad about my country because it's the land that provides for them and the children. And this is where I'm at. And I, like I said, I love, especially my Hispanic people. Rene, how are you, brother? Good morning. This is like a little bit of a quick live since I got a chance to drive here. But I don't understand, especially I get a lot of hate from my Hispanic people. I don't understand why they think that I'm racist when we have the same laws in the countries that we come from. Mexico has the same law. Honduras has the same law. Nicaragua, especially, man, Nicaragua, those kind of countries, they're pretty tough on immigration. So, Indians are hardest working folks and pay ton of tax and have really high income. You know what? I believe it, man. And as a matter of fact, Indians are actually very smart. That there's something about Indians. One, they are very hard-working laborers. Some I don't like because they cut corners and they can mess things up. But yes, I acknowledge that Indians have a lot of hard workers, smart, dependable, and then when they assimilate here in America, hopefully they assimilate for the good things and not the bad things. Here in Seattle, Washington, we have Indians that are causing riots and havoc amongst the people, and that's not the kind of Indians that we want. You know what I mean? But I really wanted to get on this live because I was listening to the Texas hearing, and the first thing that Democrats bring up is racial standards. They talk about Hispanics like we're cattle. We are not cattle. We are people. We're people that think. We have the right to vote for whoever we want if we're American citizens. And yet Democrats, for some reason, they just can never get that slave mentality out of their mind. I don't understand it. And it doesn't matter how much we say we love immigrants and we love all these people. It doesn't matter how many times we say that. They think that we're lying. And that's a problem. And you guys know that we're not. Benito, 20 years, man, that's nice. I've been here for about 37 years. So, I love this country. Of course, I love the country where I was born, but maybe someday I'll go and maybe I live there. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll stay here. But this whole deportation things that people are having a problem with is they don't understand that millions and millions mass migrated illegally to this country. And as great as it is to have a lot more people so that we can have, more land occupied and all this stuff, the majority of them, they're not vetted. We don't know if they love the United States. We don't know if they're out here selling drugs. We have over 300,000 children that are unaccounted for. We don't know what these people are doing. There's women that came here with kids saying, these are my children. Turns out they're not. They are just smuggling children into this country. And when you don't support legal immigration, we cannot keep track of these things. And so that's my thing. That's my problem. That I feel that by allowing illegal immigration to continue, a lot of innocent children pay the price. It is not fair for you to be in a line for hours at an event, and all of a sudden 100 people just cut off right in front of you, and now you're behind the line even farther back. That's what's happening to a lot of people that have came here with legitimacy of asylum seekers. And then there's a lot of people with DACA documents that have been waiting for the opportunity to become a resident and hopefully maybe a citizen. These are hardworking Hispanics. There's a hardworking Asians. There's a hardworking Indians. There's like a lot of people, migrants, real migrants that come here and really want to love and respect the United States of America. And so they now have to pay the price. They either their DACA documents have expired and they have been put in a waiting list for years because of a lot of illegal immigrants that keep coming in here, and they're just taking opportunities away from this really good quality future American citizens. And people don't realize that. If you truly love migrants, if you really love immigration, if you really believe that this country benefits from migrants, you will support legal migration. You just have to, guys. It's nothing about hating on people. It's not. A lot of the people that come here illegally, you know why they come here illegally? And it's very sad to say, but the majority that come here illegally, they come here to abuse the benefits that's supposed to be for the American people. They come and make anchor babies because they know that they can actually claim taxes when they have children here. They know they get an earned income tax credit. They will really never end up paying taxes because they will never make enough money as a laborer. And so it causes a burden to the American people, to the American economy, and it doesn't benefit us at all. I would love to see millions of Hispanics that are here to become legal, but what is the problem? There's a couple of things. One, you are letting the world know that if you sit here long enough, even if you come here illegally, if you fight it and you just refuse to leave, that you can eventually become an American citizen. And that is the wrong message that we want to send out to the world. The same thing that California and other states are doing that they're giving illegal immigrants, not just Hispanics, by the way, I'm talking about illegal immigrants in general all throughout the world. They're giving illegal immigrants a license to drive. They say that causes less problems. You know what that says? That they don't care if they are here illegally. And if they wanted to come here because they wanted to be here and they crossed the border illegally, they want that license so that they can illegally drive in this country. So it is the same thing as saying, oh, well, if you don't want me to be illegal, we'll make you a citizen. What the hell? What? If you don't want me to drive illegal, well, give me a license. How does that make sense, guys? It makes no sense. I disagree with that. I think that every blue state, even red states, every states that harbor and protect illegal immigrants, when they do a census, they need to count only citizens and residents of this country. This will teach these blue cities and states to care about the American people, the actual constituents that they're supposed to be serving, protecting, and fighting for, so that they can have something to be on. I can't read comments right now, guys. I will go live later tonight if you want to join me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the love. And I want to say very briefly, thank you for the subscribes. You guys have been amazing. But, you know, going back to, you know, this illegal problem, we cannot fix it if we keep supporting people breaking the law. Look what happens with our criminals. They are 10-time offenders, rapists, child molesters, thieves, some even murderers. On blue cities, they go free and they commit that crime over and over and over again. And what do? Nothing. Well, if we don't get rid of specifically the really illegal criminals, we are doomed. And blue cities like here in Washington State, Bob Ferguson and many other blue Democrat governors are refusing to provide illegal information to the federal government, which is actually applying the law of legal immigration. And, you know, they said they're not obstructing. Well, you know what? I'm not lying to you if I just hide the truth. If I hide the truth from you, I'm lying. If you are not willing to comply by giving information of illegal criminals specifically, right? They're talking about people that they have arrested. They're talking about people that have expired documentation to be here. That's the people that we want, you know? And I will say this. If you are illegal or know people that are illegal, I don't think it's your job to call ICE. That's not what it's about, okay? If they come for them, it's because they got something on them. But that wouldn't be your doing. Don't be that guy, don't be that girl or that lady or that Karen, as they say, that calls ICE on somebody because they look Hispanic and maybe they're illegal. That's discrimination. We should never do that. I look at every Hispanic as everybody is legal, period. But at the same time, I'm going to point out a problem that Democrats say is a benefit to have sanctuary cities. Let me tell you something. A lot of people say, well, you know, when there's a crime committed in the Hispanic communities, the illegal migrants, they can call the police because they're afraid of being deported. That's a problem. If they were legal, if they came here the right way, they would report that problem. But because they're illegal, they fear to respect the law. They will never be able to respect the law. And they will harbor fugitives, which you know it itself is a crime. If you are involved with harboring illegal immigrants, when they come into your house and you happen to be illegal, they'll take you as well. And so I don't want to see families being separated. And I tell a lot of people this. When my mother left me when I was 8 years old, she came here legally. She waited 5 years to become a resident. And then she came and got me and my sister. I said this, till this day, at the age of almost 50 years old, half a century, I say this. I would have rather have my mother next to me all my life, even being poor, even being hungry, because I starved a lot when I was a kid. I would have rather have my mother than any money in the world. And you know what? When we come to the United States, unfortunately, we lose our family. We replace family values for money, for material things. The first thing that I see and test me and question me or change my mind, what do I see a lot of these illegal immigrants do when they come to this country? They want to be cholos. They want to be gangbangers. They buy a truck that is really good for work and they make it a lowrider. They want to be flashy. They want to wear clothes that they think is so nice because it's expensive, and they forget to discipline their kids. They want to be out there flashing gold, and in the meantime, they don't care that their own people are killing everybody in the community. They like to flash. That's not what the Hispanic value is. We believe in family unity. We believe in hard work. We believe in respecting the law. And a lot of these people, they are just not doing that. At the same time, there is, of course, a lot of beautiful illegal immigrants that, of course, maybe they should deserve a chance to be here. But Congress needs to change some stuff, okay? You guys know, I believe the Constitution was made for the American citizens. Tony Rodriguez says, Little Paisa learned a title, what? And wants to preach. Okay, well, okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. Ignorance is bliss, right? But Ociel, man, I can't read, guys. Anyways, Ozzy, thank you so much for your support, brother. Much love to you, always. I had a lot of Hispanics last night on my live that were supporting the idea of respecting the United States of America. And I'm going to say something. If you're Hispanic, or even if you're American and you put in those nasty comments on the chat, it comes to prove that you really don't love this country. It comes to prove that you will break any law as long as you can get what you want. And that's not what the Americans are about. We American patriots are for the safety and security of this country. A lot of Hispanics, and it brings my heart a lot of joy to see a lot of Hispanics truly loving the United States of America and fighting for it. It's just an amazing feeling. I wanted to really just kind of touch up on the incident because I'm getting a lot of comments that are, they're pretty hateful. It's okay, but people are just like ignorant. They keep thinking that we hate immigrants. No, I am an immigrant. I am a legal immigrant, which is a big difference. Democrats like to say undocumented is not illegal. That is illegal, which I don't know what world they live in. When are we going to change this kind of mentality? No. And you know what? Democrats don't even care about Hispanics. All they want in the census is the amount of people in there. They don't care if they vote illegally. You know what? A lot of Americans died to be legal in this country. You guys want to know what I'm talking about? Their history. A lot of people died to have that right. Even when the United States acquired California, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona, even then, a lot of the people that were Mexican, native Mexicans in this country, they became Americans. And those who didn't love this country and didn't want to be responsible when they got kicked out. And that's what you see. That's what we want. We want people that love this country, that are responsible, and that are willing to pay the price to be here. Simple as that. That is the rant that I have for this morning. I wanted to take advantage that I got to drive a little bit so that I can share that with you. I want to tell you, my Hispanic people, I love you very much. But you guys got to keep standing for America. America first. If America is first, your family is also first. So think about that the next time you want to hate Republicans or any Democrat or any American patriot that wants to stand for the American people and for the health and wealth of this national USA, which is a beautiful country that should be loved and respected by everyone. With that being said, guys, I know it's a very short thing, but got to get back to work. Love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the support. And may we all find that peace and get all our people legal, and that we can have a prosperous future for all of us. all Americans, all Hispanic descent, all Black African descent, all our Asians, all our Indians. Love you much. My heart goes out to you. We are happy that Joe Biden is not in office. We are happy that we have Donald Trump as president, because he's actually the only one fighting for our country. And if you haven't noticed and you haven't seen yet, if you haven't seen it yet, Donald Trump is the one uniting the world, not just the country. He has made some great peace deals, and that's all I can say about that. Till next time, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you tonight. If you get on, I will definitely be on live. I will be live tonight between 5 or 6 Pacific time. Till then, you all be blessed. Have a nice day at work. Enjoy your families. Peace.